everybody, it is me. Hello, everybody, it is me, the one and only. And I am not alone here today. I have the one and only man behind the funny Thomas.
Yeah, how's it going, guys? All right, so basically, something's happening. We got a bunch of stuff in the works right now. We got, of course, the Gmod Railways, a few skits, and I've been showing the people the Gmod Railways, and basically, they've been comparing it to a certain series that I think you should really check out called the Sonic Zombie Origins. Now, we may be adapting that into ours, but we just don't know yet. But we gotta see how much support you guys show on the Gmod Railways.
Well, I mean, so far, I would say that, from what I've seen, the Gmod Railways has been getting a lot of respect, which is, that's great. I have been amazed by it, and, there has been a short that I released, and it involves some footage of two Jameses. Now, as you heard, as we're just gonna call him Thomas for now, since I don't really know, would you be fine with your real name? But, um, I don't know.
It's all good. I really don't care.
Well, I mean, at this point, they already know my real name's Noah. So, yes, this is Key. Or Keontae is his full name, but we just call him Key because it's pretty obvious. Anywho, yes, he is the man behind Thomas. And, he's the funny. He's also been, a very, very prominent role in some of the ideas that were put into the finalized, or the concepts and script of the Gmod Railways. And I'm allowing him to do something, but of course, I don't want to elaborate it on any further. And no, if you're thinking I'm just remaking Sonic Zombie Origins with him pretty much being the main director with it, and a few other people that I haven't yet announced, because I didn't even know they were doing this, but in a sense, now that I do know, that's great. No, it is not me just recreating Zombie Origins. No. I mean, it's similar, but not the same. Anywho, that's aside the point. That will eventually be a thing. And currently I have 3 to 4 skits and mini episodes, and I do have names for most of them. Skits will be called short stories. Mini episodes will be called half o videos, and the full length videos I think will just be called stories or something like that. I haven't fully landed on that name, but that's not exactly important. Point is that I currently have 3 skits in the works, and 1 mini episode I haven't really gotten to doing yet, because that's going to come out probably after Gmod Railways episode 1 happens. So, and I do have names primarily for all of them. One that is already pretty much almost done. We're just missing some clips, and one of our characters is missing its voice actor. And no, it is not Percy or James or Trojan or Flying Scotsman, because I just basically said who's also in the Gmod Railways episode 1, but I thought that would be easy to understand. Anyway, so yes, James and Percy, they do have proper voice actors, both voiced by the same person. Trojan and Flying Scotsman are voiced by the older brother of the person who's voicing James and Percy, but that's aside the point. This is not involving them. But I'll get to them in a second. Primarily the younger brother. So, the episode or skit that is furthest in production right now is called Forcing Questions. And it's more so a school project than anything, but with the help of our friend here,
Yeah.
we were able to, at least concept and script-wise, we were able to make it funny. And of course, it'll always end like it always does, with a bomb. But yes, it'll be on the 9 Forces, so hey, little informational. So that episode, again, like I said, that little skit's gonna be called, Forcing Questions. Now, I haven't landed on the second script's name. I have at least 3 of them. One I think is, or 4 really. One name is number 5, the other is number 55. One name is Splendid, and the other is Splendid Arrival. I don't know what I'm gonna land on, but eventually I will land on one of those names. And that...
Hey, can I just butt in for a second?
Oh, yeah, sure.
See, me personally, I believe that Splendid Arrival was probably going to be the best name. See, I just think it's the best name, because, everyone loves the Splendid video, So,
Yeah,
that's
and
just me, though.
yeah, people very much like the bombed arrival. That's also why people know of us. And of course, I can only thank you and your cousin for helping us with that. And of course, your cousin is now playing an even major role in this, since ever since I heard him and he asked to be on the show. And I obliged because he's got the perfect voice for what I'm wanting. Anywho, yeah, so that will eventually be a thing involving the younger brother of the voice actor of Scotsman and Trojan, which he's known as Splendid because he's a James fan if you couldn't tell. And honestly, I can agree with that. Heck, Buddy Boy Key over here can agree with that too.
I sure can.
So yeah. Anywho, and we have one other. This will be the first half-o episode, as again I'm calling it. I actually might change that name. I don't know. I like it, but I don't know. Anywho, that is more likely going to be called Reactivation, and it's actually going to be kind of what kickstarts this other series in a sense. I don't really know how I'm going to make it work, but or at least with what Key's doing here, but in a sense, this other series will either be something that exists in it but isn't an actual event that happened, or somehow actually exists within the Gmod Railways' canon. But yeah, it will be involving Freddy Fazbear because we had to, and we already have an animatronic working on the railroad, which is Burntrap owning frickin' Timothy, Private owning him.
Hey! Why can't I own my own engine?
Thing is, I was getting to that. You are Mr. Fazbear, and yes, that
Oh, yeah!
yeah, the same person you voice act. That's ironic, isn't it?
It sure is.
Yeah, you both voicing a tank engine from the LBSC Railway, and then an animatronic from what? Not 1987.
1987.
Well, that was FNAF 2.
No, yeah, you're right. I honestly don't remember. It's been so long anyway.
Anywho, yeah, an old animatronic that's been outdated and been attempted to be updated like a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic.
But better.
Yeah, and somehow we're gonna make that work. Though, hey, I was the one who came up with the Burntrap idea. That was also by Splendid. But again, I did like the idea. So, yeah, anywho, that's gonna be it for now. So, Gmod Railways is still very much being worked on. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not letting the series die. And besides, it's not gonna go anywhere if I don't finish it. At least the first episode. So, like, it'd be kind of pointless if I did scrap it midway through. So, yeah. Despite Microsoft Clipchamp hating me, so I might actually try the DaVinci thing at some point. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Key, you have anything else to say before I cut the thing?
Oh, well, just letting you know, I'll say it again. You guys have to see, we gotta see the support of the Gmod Railways. Because then, and I'm pretty sure Noah already said this, I did too, but then we'll know that you guys want more. And I'm pretty sure you guys are just gonna be tired of seeing, funny trains doing funny things.
Quite
so
literally.
That's why I came up with this idea.
Yeah, and I also realize now, one last thing before I do cut the camera now, because I will be saying bye after this. The reason I kind of cut a bit of the beginning of the Gmod Railways episode, part 1 of episode 1 completed, the reason I cut that was because I thought that was the reason people weren't exactly liking the newer uploads. I realized people, yes, they did like the new content, but they had to go through the same essential. Okay, I'm gonna take a clip here from here when he was talking about clickbait channels. So Little Timmy doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to Little Timmy, but in y'all case, it does matter to y'all. Y'all really could care less about watching the opening as long as you get the new content, which honestly there's not a lot of. But I do plan to release a good chunk of this episode next time I upload, aside from this. And then after that, I'm going to try not to upload so much of the Gmod Railways. Because again, like I said when I was trying to fix 475, at some point there's going to be a video that's basically the final version. And yeah. Anywho, aside with
Wait.
that...
Wait. One more thing.
Aight.
Also, if you hear some different music, letting you know it was made by yours truly.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Good old Key here's the composer now. So far, though, I still would like to keep the intro the same, but he does have a custom outro.
And it shall be called Starry Nights.
He'd play it probably, but again, he doesn't exactly have the instrument he uses it on, right? Unless you do. I could be very much wrong.
Yep, That you're incorrect. You're correct or incorrect. I really don't know how to respond to that, but I do not have my keyboard with me currently.
It's all good. Anywho, but yeah, I'll be seeing y'all in the next updated version of the Gmod Railways, or skit, depending on what I get done first. But yeah, see y'all later. Bye.
I will do.